Okay, fight fans, joining us now, top heavyweight in the world with a big opportunity on his hands. Welcome, Jermaine Franklin.
What's up, champ?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for being here. You're the talk of the town right now for months now. You know, we talk to Eddie Hearn every week, here at the DAZN, and for several months, people are thinking, what's next? AJ's coming off of 2 losses, 2 big high-profile fights, and the question was, is he going to pick? According to Eddie, he didn't want any soft touches. Do you feel, though, that you are a tune-up fight in their eyes, or do you feel like they're saying, we want the hard fight, we want a tough fight, we want to prove that we are the one of the elite heavyweights in the world? When you first got the call, what was your first assessment of the opportunity?
I mean, the way they pushing it in the media is that they trying to use me for a tune-up fight. That's the narrative. That's the whole narrative in the media right now. But that's the same narrative they tried to push with Dillian Whyte, and I proved them wrong on that. You know, I feel like I got a unfair decision, but we all know how boxing is. We know the politics of the game. We know how this works. So, you know, I'm not going to hold my head down about it, but, you know I got to come in there and make a real statement, make a real impact.
100%. I mean, you already fought on the big stage because you fought Dillian Whyte. You proved everybody wrong. You showed us you could fight. That's why me and Ak is saying, wait, this is not what you said, Eddie. This is a tough fight. Like, I don't understand. So, but we spoke to your team and they're like, yo, you got like 135 media interview requests in one day. How is that fighting the most popular guy in that country?
It's good. It's an honor. Like I tell everybody, this a warrior sport. So, you know, I feel like all the warriors should be competing against each other. You know, I kind of like the old school way of boxing. You know, we had one belt, it wasn't no ducking. I feel like it's a lot of ducking going on nowadays. So, you know, hopefully we can get it back, boxing back exciting how it was. You know, everybody running from each other. We just need to fight and go, you know, get the fans, get the kids back in the sport.
Do you like all this attention?
Real big. I'm not all into the fame and all the glitz and glam type stuff. I'm just a regular guy for real. So it's hard to get a little overwhelming at times.
Right. Do you feel like, are you giving Anthony Joshua, Matchroom Boxing credit for taking this fight, or do you think that they just don't know how good you really are?
From a personal opinion, I'm thinking they studying the fight from Dillian Whyte. And they probably, what they thinking in their head is, you know, trying to sell a fight. They're going off of Anthony being better than Dillian. Anthony can put on a better performance. So they thinking Anthony would do what Dillian can't, but I'm proven wrong.
Well, they fought each other, Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua. Who would you rate the better fighter?
They both good point. They both good fighters, good warriors. I think AJ is probably better skill-wise, you know, not taking nothing from Dillian Whyte, but Dillian Whyte's he got his own kind of boxing style. It's a little awkward. It's not like a conventional style. So when you compare them, I would say AJ got a little bit more skill-wise.
You know, you mentioned ducking, you know, fighters ducking fighters in this era where, you know, I guess the best aren't fighting the best. But in the heavyweight division, is it fair to say that Anthony Joshua has the best resume, even though Fury is, the biggest name?
Yeah, no, because I feel like, you know, I ain't gonna say they ducked Wilder, but it's kind of strange when that Wilder situation was going on, and then, you know, you haven't fought Fury, so I feel like
yes, but when I say resume, I'm talking about your entire career. So Wilder, you know, he's fought Fury 3 times, but that's the same guy 3 times, and same thing for Fury. He's fought Wilder 3 times. That's the same guy. So outside of Klitschko, you know, where's the long list of opponents? And outside Fury, where's the long list of high-profile opponents between those 2 guys compared to AJ's?
I mean, well, you know, boxing is a little more business savvy than a lot of people would think. So it's more than to it sometimes than just saying, like, we want to fight. You know, business deals got to be right. I know it's a lot of deals that don't get made, so they don't really get talked about. But, you know, I would say AJ has a tough resume, but, you know, there's a couple questionable fights to me, you know, earlier on.
Like which ones? Can you talk about them?
The Klitschko fight, you know, you beat up on an older Klitschko, a younger Klitschko. I don't think that fight would have went anyway the way it did.
And what other fight was questionable to you?
It was the Usyk fight really was kind of questionable, even though he lost it. But it was just the way he was fighting. I kind of wasn't. I seen better performances from him. So it was like, I don't know if he was going through a mental thing or something, but the performance from it was kind of questionable to me, because from a guy that had such a high impact and, not taking nothing from Usyk, but it was kind of a decline when it came up on that point of the Usyk fight. So it was like, is this the same guy we've been seeing, or is he a changed man?
Well, since those losses, he has a new trainer now. He's training in the United States. He's training with Derek James, who's trainer of the year. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, Derek James is a hell of a trainer. He got good fighters over there. He trains Earl Spence, don't he?
Yep. And Jamel Charlo.
His guys are kind of bullyish the way they fight, but
is that what you're thinking? Is that what you're putting together? Like, okay, he's gonna make AJ into a bully and try to come at me.
I can't give up my insights.
Okay.
We putting a whole plan together. I looked at old footage, new footage. I study small stuff. So, I want to see how you move, how you react to certain things, how you act under pressure, how you act when you get hit, how you even act when you got somebody hurt. I want to know all your flaws, what you do wrong, how you move. Mm-hmm. If you get excited, if you get too hyper, I want to know all the small details. So that's kind of how I base my plans of attack.
You mentioned that you saw a decline in the Usyk fights, and some people feel like he isn't going to be the same since those fights. Do you think he's going to bounce back and show us some vintage AJ, or even be better with Derek James? Or do you see the opposite? Do you think AJ is going to continue to decline?
I mean, as a fighter, I expect everybody to be on their top game. I expect everybody to bounce back. It's just the type of mentality you have. I don't never want to go in the ring thinking like, oh, this guy's done. He's wounded. He's not this. He's not that. I'm still thinking of AJ like he's a unified champion.
Rate AJ from 1 to 10.
As of right now, probably like a 6 or 7.
Damn, that low.
Yeah. The loss.
Did you ever rate him higher than that though?
Yeah, he was number one for a while. But the couple losses you had, the loss to Andy Ruiz, which he came back and won, but Andy was kind of out of shape. He wasn't the same Andy for the first fight. And then you turn around and take the 2 losses to Usyk. I think that really hurt. Really hurt.
Yeah, but I'm talking about his skill level. I'm saying like, if you'd probably rate yourself a 10, as far as skill level. What would you rate Anthony Joshua skill level wise?
His skill level as far as a boxer?
Yes.
I don't know. I ain't trying to shit on nobody, but I'm not a real. I don't be.
No, but you could tell the truth though.
Yeah, I don't be thinking highly of a lot of guys. So out of my honest opinion, probably still around the same, like 6 or 7.
Okay, but somebody like Tyson Fury, you would rate him higher.
Yeah, tight because I wouldn't say it because I sparred Tyson, but I watch a lot of Tyson. Tyson has his own things he do in the ring. That's kind of small things that people won't notice, but it's smart and it works and it gives him an advantage. And you just be thinking like, oh, this guy's just beating you up, but it's really tactics behind it. He's very intelligent in there.
Yeah.
When decisions are close, especially when you're in enemy territory, obviously going back to that with AJ, how worried are you about that? And do you have the mindset where, okay, I have to go in there and I have to knock this guy out in order to get what I feel is coming to me?
I'm gonna go in there and fight my fight. Either way it go. I mean, I know the politics. In this game, you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself, because if you can't live up to the pressure, that's going to destroy your mind in the ring. Now you become weak-minded in the ring and somebody just gets to beat on you. And it's not that you're a weak person, but once you see you couldn't get that knockout, it's messing with your mental. If that's your whole game plan of thinking like, I got to go in there and knock them out, and you don't achieve that.
And it can mess with your game plan, obviously. But going into the Dillian Whyte fight, you were an undefeated fighter. What did that loss do to you psychologically? How's it changed you as a fighter?
It just made me hungrier. Made me wanting more, I felt like I won the fight. I felt like I honestly won the fight 7-5, in my honest opinion. But, we ain't going to cry about it. We just going to go back to the gym and work harder. We try not to let them do the same things to us twice.
You know what I'm wondering? A lot of times guys have a loss, but they say that wasn't their toughest fight. Especially, probably you'll say that because you felt like you won. A lot of people actually felt like you won. Was that your toughest fight? Or if not, which one was?
Skill level wise, yeah. He has more experience than most of the guys I have fought. Besides what's that guy name I fought? Rodell Booker. You know, Rodell Booker was a wild.
Booker. Yeah.
Experience wise, he probably has the most experience that I fought. So he knows a lot of little ins and outs of just being in a ring generalship. You know, he know how to conduct himself, how to control himself, how to do certain things, how to make stuff look a certain way. So yeah, I would say that probably was my toughest fight skill wise.
You know, you mentioned that, you know, kind of alluded to the fact that AJ was ducking Wilder back, you know, some years back. And
I mean, I know how boxing works. So it either could be two things. You either could be straight ducking this man, you running from him, or your team advises you not to take the fight because you got better stuff and you got other stuff in motion. You probably got better fights or better stuff for you in motion.
Right,
So,
and when you're getting advice from your advisors or promoters, this is a business at the end of the day. It doesn't necessarily mean you're scared of it, man. Maybe this other fight makes better business, right? Now, Barak mentioned rating guys and, you know, rating AJ. Comparing AJ to Wilder, who do you think is the better fighter?
I think AJ has more skill, but Wilder has the heart. Wilder has the type of heart where if you can't destroy this guy physically, he might knock you out. That's simple. Like if you can't destroy him physically and take his will away from you, then you have a high probability of being knocked out.
And nobody has been able to take his will, like even Fury, as big as he is, and as hard as he is.
Even when Fury was beating him down, he still was hanging on to that heart.
Definitely a warrior. Definitely be on heart. Now, what is your plan, though, Jermaine? I mean, if you go out there and pull off an upset, because you are going in there as an underdog, he has big plans and wanting to fight possibly Wilder or Fury, the winner out of Usyk and Fury, if they fight. What is your 3-goal plan? Like if you can pick your next 3 opponents,
honestly, I'll take
in the order, but give it to me in the order, like ideally, like if you had to call the shots.
Anybody, any of the top guys, anybody.
No. But listen, that's a generic answer, Jermaine. Real quick.
Oh God.
No. But I want you to name 3 guys for me. I want you to name 3 guys in the order that you want to fight them in. If you get past AJ.
Okay. When I get past AJ, let me see. I think Daniel Dubois then was talking shit. I like to see that.
Okay.
Who else? I'm trying to think of some people that could put me in positions. But see, that's the thing.
But wait, if you be AJ, you in position. You at the top.
But I'll be going off of like the rankings and some of the belts and stuff. But it's like that's kind of going backwards. If I
that's backwards.
That's what I'm saying. He's asking you if you had total control. Forget all that. If you had total control and you were able to beat AJ, then who's your next 3? All up to you.
Yeah, I like to fight Daniel. Let me see who else. Let me see the top guy that I like to fight. That I think would be an exciting fight.
Is there anybody else past Usyk and Fury? I mean, it's AJ, Usyk, and Fury. Why would you want to fight Dubois after beating a guy like AJ?
I be wanting to fight all the world champions, so I be feeling like whoever got a belt, I'll fight them. I don't give a who it is, honestly. In my opinion. If I had to pick 3, I like to fight Usyk. I like to fight Daniel, probably number 1. I like to fight Usyk, and I like to probably get at Tyson or
Deontay.
I feel like that's gonna come in the future. So I feel like
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like these bigger fights gonna come because I was gonna say like Andy or Deontay, but I feel like when we make this happen, those fights gonna come for us.
Were you surprised to get this call? Because you did so well against Dillian White. Were you surprised to get this call?
I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised because after the fight, the British fans made me feel so welcome, and you know they kept me in good spirits about it. I had like hundreds of people writing me, telling me they think I won the fight and all this and that. Eddie Hearn was kind of getting some backlash in the media about nobody wanting to see the AJ Dylan White too. So I kind of feel like they was moved to put me in the spotlight because then nobody wanted to see what they were trying to do.
Did you see what Dylan White tweeted? He said, man, I should have lost that Jermaine Franklin fight. Then I'd be getting the AJ fight.
Did he did. If his promoter ain't happy, he wouldn't have got blessed.
That's crazy. All right, so you got your biggest fight of your career. Are you doing things different? Are you running in the snow of Russia and stuff like Rocky? What you doing different?
Just going hard. We want to, I feel like I had a decent punch output. We want to top that. We want to do that like times 2. We want to turn it up. We want to feel the pressure because I know he gonna bring it. We want to bring it at him too.
Right. Right.
I'm not no pushover. I'm not no punk. I'm not none of that. In boxing, I know you got to prove yourself, but I've been around for a little while. They kept me under the radar. But a lot of these top guys just think I'm gonna be a walkover. I'm an easy fight. That's not happening. It's not. I'm gonna give you a fight of life, and it's a high chance you might get knocked out.
You've been fighting for a while. Did you think that you would get a fight of this magnitude this quickly, or rather at this time in your career?
I honestly feel like I could have been here quicker, but everything don't go in your career how you want it to. So had some setbacks earlier on in my career, but I honestly feel like I could have been here a little faster than the route that I was on.
Okay. Can you point out any things that you see Anthony Joshua, the things that he do wrong or his weaknesses? Is it mental? Because you said something about earlier that made me think. You said Deontay Wilder has the confidence. He has like that.
It's like you can
beat heart, he says.
You beat him, but if you don't take the heart from him, he's still coming. Like right. We said.
So what are you saying? Why are you saying that as opposed to Joshua? What?
I don't think Joshua got that type of heart. I don't think Joshua got that in him. Like, I'm not saying that he's a punk or nothing, but like the type of heart that Wilder has, like you got to knock me out to win this fight. I don't think AJ has that. I mean, he can show me.
Right. All right. So are you feeling confident because of that last performance that you did with Dylan White? And you saying that the British people treated you good. Are you feeling confident that you can go there in the O2 Arena and they're not going to bash you? Or you think you're going to be in enemy territory no matter what?
Being booed, I don't care about it. It actually kind of it hypes me up. So I really don't matter if they boo me or not. I'm going to be charged up regardless. But it's, a fight is a fight. I don't think I think too much about it. I just I love to do what I do.
Okay.
Well,
y'all more. No doubt. Last question, man. You're going to have to deal with a lot of press. You're going to be dealing with media days, things that you probably never had to deal with in this level. How are you going to deal with that?
Just deal with it the best I can. Answer questions honestly and hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, brother. Well, it was great having you on the show. Good luck. This is the best opportunity that you probably ever had in your career. And I know that you're a very, very skillful fighter and wish you good luck, brother.
Appreciate y'all.
Introducing the new DAZN Boxing Show podcast. No matter the time or the place, getting your boxing content has become easier than ever. Tune in as we give you exclusive insights, predictions, fight night recaps, and more alongside the biggest names in the game. All for free. Available globally every Thursday across all audio streaming platforms and with new episodes dropping weekly to give you the latest news. Just type in the DAZN Boxing Show podcast, listen in, and enjoy.